little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
I had WACK100 here recently, and me and him were arguing because he claimed that you had some level of cooperation, which I tried to argue with, but, you know, he seemed to have certain things in mind that I wasn't familiar with. So you actually saw this interview, right?
Yeah, I saw that, man. It was a joke, really. I mean, you know, when you hear people who have never been in a courtroom, when you hear them talk, they don't understand the law at all. And in my opinion, Wack is one of those people who don't understand the law. You know, what he calls cooperation, people who have gone to court fighting cases, we call it discrediting police officers. So, and what I mean by that is, first of all, anybody who go to jail is really committing a crime. The first thing they say is, I didn't do it. You know, even if they did do it, they're gonna say the police is lying. He planted wasn't my. I didn't have a. So all of those.
What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Tapping in 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you throw. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with the tap in. Get a dog a bath. Tap in with the tap in. Make sure you are tapped in with that tap in. Hit the notification bell. He'll all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Give the dog a bath, bro. Kids gotta get a dog a bath. We finna jump into this content, man. News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you're in fact tapped in with everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that news you can use, that knowledge though. You ain't finna get nobody's college though, man. And I need to make sure y'all know that today's episode of Trap News Network has been brought to you by Dab Daddies. Good half ounces. Boom. 1/2 ounce. 2 half ounces. You see, I got 2 of these good. What is this? Orange. What is this? Orange creamsicles. 2 of these. You feel me? Got me some of this good. Frosted donuts. That's an F, not a F. Frosted donuts. And then I got some jealousy. Good jealousy, because you know these niggas jealous. And then of course, you know I got some good Pop Rocks. So, you know what I'm saying? I got me about 2 ounces, 2.5 ounces of some Dab Daddies. So make sure y'all tap in with Dab Daddies, man. Oh, I'm lying. I got 3 ounces of Dab Daddies. Of course, I got the electric pineapple. Yeah, you know what's that. So, yeah, man, get into that. Dab Daddies, man, get into that. And I got some beautiful things coming up. I'll be partnering up with a weed shop, and we're going to be able to tell y'all where to come in LA to get Dab Daddies. And I'll be in there certain days, and you can come get your tree from Rich Trapper. You feel me? Let's get into this content. Without no further ado, let's get into it. Let's go.
Or forms of discrediting police officers. So when a police officer gets on the witness stand and they lie, and then you get on the witness stand and you tell them what really happened, that's not cooperation. That's called discrediting police officers.
All right, well, let's go ahead and FaceTime Wack. Let's actually get his take on it in person. I got Freeway Ricky right here, and he wants to address what you said in our last interview.
What up, Wack?
What's up?
You know what?
You in a whole lot of BS.
No, I didn't get you in nothing. You brought that up. You should have already known when you bring my name up.
I always defend it. You gotta remember, I know that what you did with the dirty police, we never gave it about that. That's it. So what? Right? But I didn't know nothing about all the plugs and connects in Ohio and some dude in Miami and something they had.
You should, if you don't know, you shouldn't mention it. We should only speak on stuff we know about.
Okay, so somebody say, and you know day one, Freeway Ricky Ross. Hey, listen, bro. All he did was gave up the dirty police who crossed him. That ain't telling. As far as I'm concerned, I always took that stance.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about he gave up the connect.
Now, Wack is not sounding anywhere as controversial or aggressive as he was sounding earlier when we were listening to this conversation about Freeway Rick. But now that Freeway Rick is on the phone, it seems like there's a much different tone.
Connect told on me. What the f they talking about? They don't read. You got people, you listening to people who don't read and don't know nothing about the law.
Okay.
My connection set me up.
Okay, so I can remember.
So you saying that he snitched on the plug, but the plug snitched on him. Sheesh, rat. Gotta get your rat right.
Remember what they was reading? They was reading something, and my man had it, right? And it was something about something in Ohio. You had something going on in Ohio?
I got arrested in Ohio.
Something about Ohio. That other dude name who I done heard you mention, that was working with the government, Clan, whatever that dude name.
Blandone.
Yeah, Blandone allegedly plugged you with somebody in New York, and you gave them up. I don't know. Listen, they reading it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you something. There's no way possible that there's anybody on the planet that I could have told on that wouldn't have came forward as public as I am right now, that wouldn't come forward and say, hey, Rick told on me. Where he at?
This what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get what they got, and I'm going to send it to you, because they got it. That's why I couldn't.
They ain't got nothing. They got dreams and lies.
Also says what I've always stood on, which he cleared up.
Dreams and lies.
And yes, I did stand up in courtroom and tell that Blandone was a lying.
Well, my thing was your time deduction, whatever it was, came from the crooked cop, which I don't give a fuck about that. So what?
That was in my first case.
Yeah, they showed that. I'm like, nah, you see it right there. That
150 people got out of jail from that, including John Boy, Big Puddin', the list go on and on of the people. Jesse from Main Street, Droopy, all them.
Same Main Street you told on.
All them got time reductions when those cops got indicted.
I've always said I support him with that, but it's the other in there. These I never knew nothing about. You know.
But you still don't know nothing about it.
No, they got some paperwork on it.
They ain't got no paperwork. That's make believe. That's cartoon. You shouldn't participate in that kind of. I look at you higher than that.
No, but listen.
That's where you messed up at, OG. You looked at him higher than he looked at himself.
If I'm gonna participate in defending you, like I always been, they put something in front of me, I can't ignore it.
If somebody put something in front of you, it would be public knowledge. It wouldn't have to be something that you have to go and dig up. You should be able to go to Ohio. You can go to Ohio right now and pull up the news article, and what it's gonna tell you is a $10 million man came to town to face trial. That's what it's gonna say.
I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't never dug your up. I've always took it for face value.
So now you never dug it up, but you were saying all that. Rat, you gotta do better, bro. You gotta do better.
I'm gonna keep it real. Everything I repeat is what I heard you say.
And all you gotta do is pull it up in the newspaper. When I went to court, it was in the newspaper.
Well, not newspaper, because the newspaper could be manipulated.
But where they gonna get the paperwork from?
Well, all paperwork is public record, you know that. Unless it's sealed.
Where they gonna get it from though?
Well, I'ma hit dude, cause 600 them. I'ma hit dude and get it.
600 ain't got it. 600 call me all the time. What is you talking about?
Or
600 ain't got no. Hold on, let me call 600 right now. Where my phone at?
Cause he was there with me when they brought it. Call him. Yeah, he was there with me when they brought it.
All right, here we go.
You didn't get that nigga, cause he was more on their side than my side.
Listen, if it was somebody I
Now
told
they finna put the blame on 600.
on, they done came public, they done went on Vlad and say, no, I'm just telling you, use logic sense though. If it was somebody that I had told on, he'd already came public and said that Rick told on me. Just like the dude did with Meech.
It's the Ohio dude and New York dude.
When I went to Ohio, I went to court by myself.
And I guess that other dude was down in Florida at the time. That whatever that weird that black.
And I've never been indicted or nothing in New York.
Nah, it wasn't you was indicted in New York. He had set you up with a plug in New York. And you get 600 on the line. He ain't answering you?
No, he ain't answer. He might answer you. You hit him and see if he answer you.
Hold on. I might can do this, but we all on here. Hold on. Yeah, let's do this, because he was
Hit 600 with your whole A double-double.
he was in the room. Share. Hold on. Share.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be spreading gossip though, homie.
That ain't gossip. They read it.
No, that's gossip. What you saying is straight.
I'm trying to tell you. They read it.
What you saying though is straight gossip, homie.
They read
You know they don't even do that in the hood.
Listen,
But he ain't from the hood. He can't. No, he doesn't know anything about that.
they read it, bro. Like, what the fuck you want?
They should have handed you the paperwork. You should have got the paperwork. They should have handed you the paperwork in your hand.
Hold on, let's get 600 on it. I'm sitting there defending you, and they shoot me. Only thing I can stand on is his time deduction came from the. It said that at the end of it, at the bottom of it. His time deduction came from the cop.
They wouldn't even have nothing to do with it. That happened in L.A.
Yeah,
The crooked cops was in L.A.
they had all your.
How they get all my?
The same way they get anybody else. I just never went looking for your, bro. I never went looking for you. I just took what you said at face value.
I ain't never said nothing. I ain't never told nobody that I didn't snitch. I don't have to prove myself to nobody.
Well, I never considered you what you did to the police snitching. Personally.
Nobody in the pen didn't either.
Yeah, I've never.
You know, I walked around Lompoc with everybody.
Listen,
From Ray, and I got passes that most people didn't get when I was in the pen. You know, I could go to
always stood on.
I could go to the Mexican Mafia table and sell cigarettes and candy and soda. Everybody.
Yeah, why he ain't answering the phone?
He must know what we want.
Yeah, 600 coincidentally not answering all of a sudden is crazy, but all right.
I think I want to collect some of my money he owed me.
Oh my God! He ain't thinking I got you on the phone. He is not answering. That's weird.
Yeah, but you shouldn't repeat that stuff.
Hey, listen, I don't give about me, you, and him. If they got some paperwork, I'ma read it, bro.
You can read it, but you don't. Listen. You don't even know where the paperwork come from. I'm asking you right now, where the paperwork come from? You don't even know. You don't know if it was a government paperwork. You don't know if it was rolled by one of those tabloid magazines. You don't know where it come from. Could have been some clown typed up, and you repeating it.
So now what I gotta do now is really put my people on and just go get it all. I'll go get it all. Ain't no problem. I just ain't never looked into you. I never had a reason.
You just had a video I just did of you talking so much into this man, and now here you are retracting your statements and you're backtracking, and now you're getting marked out.
Yeah, you just go do your homework. Yeah, I don't really entertain fruitless conversations.
Well, if it's about your name and it's saying they got some paperwork, that ain't fruitless.
I ain't worried about my name. I made this name. It used to be, hey, there used to be the junkie Freeway Boys. That's what Jay Clayton. You remember Jay Clayton? You heard of Jay Clayton?
But listen, this is the thing, right?
With Wack. You heard of Jay Clayton?
When you say you made that name, and I had a conversation about this. All you who think the glory and fame, and you one of them, each one of them, your name came from what it came from. Y'all act like that is something to be proud about, bro. Oh my God!
So now since you can't diminish his name and he don't care about it, you just said that, oh, it's your name, you gotta defend it. Now you saying it's acting like something to be proud of. You wild for that.
About everything. I'm proud about everything I've been through. Hey, I love myself. Hey, I love myself. I'm ecstatic with me.
But I'm saying, but all that,
And that's why I treat.
listen, all you broke dealer, like, famous for selling, y'all really shouldn't be famous because y'all f***ed up the community. Let's be real.
So you just was saying how he needs to defend his name, but then when he said he don't care, now it's, oh, well, the main name don't mean nothing. Like, boy, shut up.
You got your money. You made some money. But if we talking about it at the age we are now, looking back, I'm not broke. The name I had from game banging and doing something to it behind the color, I don't want none of that fame. But what you should be really beating your chest about is your accomplishments when you got out, how you could have did and you didn't, and did something different. But I'm totally against, because when we doing that, we glorifying it and we telling the kids. That's like me telling the kids go gangbang, put some work in. I'll be dead wrong.
Yeah, but I respect my past. I did what I did.
You respect your past?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not embarrassed. And I'm not embarrassed about what I did.
No, I'm not saying be embarrassed about it, but you proud of it?
What you mean? That's a question that really can't be answered. When you say, "Am I proud of it?"
I'm not proud.
I'm happy with myself. I love who I am today.
Okay.
And so in order to love who I am today, I have to love everything that I've been through, because everything that I've been through made me who I am today. Had I not went through what I went through, I couldn't be the person that I am today.
So, WACK100, as y'all heard,
Is an idiot. We up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal though. Red down to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel Tweets free. We go.